Hello, hello, friends. Happy Friday. I hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful week. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Flipper. I am a full-time reseller since 2022. I've been selling online, though, off and on since 1999. So I've been doing this a little while. And these videos are some of my favorite to make because these are my sales. And it's all stuff that sold for over $50. Now, this one, I have some really good ones. I have one that sold for over 400, another one that sold for 1,500. So super exciting. We've had some amazing sales over the last 2 weeks. I have, I believe, 3 that I am going to show you from Etsy, as well as 4 from Poshmark, and then 18 from eBay that sold for over $50. All of this within the last 2 weeks, a very recent and stuff that is selling right now. So definitely some things that you'll be able to keep an eye out for or list if you have them in your death piles. Increase that average sales price. That for me is always a goal. I always want my average sales price to be higher. So items like these are definitely something that will do that for you. So we're going to take a look at all of the high dollar sales from my stores over the last 2 weeks. We are starting over on Etsy for you. This is a vintage Navajo F. Barney sterling coral turquoise onyx inlaid pierced earrings. I actually got these at the flea market for only $10. So these are over $100 profit, and they took about 6 months to sell. Not too bad. But you can see here, they are almost 1.5 inches long. There is that Barney signature. So very, very clearly marked, easy to identify. There is a sterling mark on the other earring, and absolutely beautiful, beautiful pieces of jewelry, and a very, very good sale and good profit. Next is one that appears kind of simple, but it really is not. This is a Mary Parker sterling silver hammered design hook and eye bangle, sold for $59.99, very, very fast over on Etsy. I paid $5 for this, so it's well over a $40 profit and fast. So the signed pieces do typically move faster for me. And there you can see this one was clearly signed Parker. I love finding signed sterling pieces. You are easily able to look the majority of them up. You can see the hammered here in this picture pretty good. And this one was an incredible sale, very fast, and very, very happy with the profit. Which, sorry, I don't think I said that. I picked it up for $5, so it's a $42 profit in just a few months. Last on Etsy was a very, very fast sale. This one sold in only a few days. This is a vintage Wolf Howling at the Moon, silver ring, turquoise chip inlay, size 8, sold for $60. I got this in an online jewelry lot for about $5. So I try to stay between $5 and $10 on the majority of my sterling items, unless they're very big, like Navajo statement pieces or things like that. I do try and stay between 5 and 10 per item. So this one is going to be a $43 profit. Again, super fast, under a week. Really, really neat ring. It was only a size 8 though, and this one looks more like it would be a man's ring. So on the smaller side for a man's ring, but it still sold very, very fast. And as far as Etsy, I don't put a ton of things over there. I put my higher dollar jewelry over there. I actually just put some higher dollar scarves and my higher dollar Native American items. And that's pretty much the main items that I cross post from eBay over to Etsy. Starting off on Poshmark is one that I really didn't expect to sell there, and that is this antique Betsy Ross pocket watch, and it sold very fast for $80, sold in under a week on Posh. Payout was $62. I actually got this in a costume jewelry lot and only paid $2, so it is a $60 profit very fast. Pocket watches are something that I think if you have interest in them, they are worth learning about. Here you can see the Kingston Guaranteed, and we do show the weight on this one as well as the size. And this one was a very, very fast sale. And again, not something I would have typically thought of as selling over on Poshmark. Next is this Swarovski Tanzanite Purple Elegant. I did put Prom Wedding Teardrop Necklace. It was new with the box, sold for $82. Payout was $68. It sold overnight, sold in under 12 hours. I paid $10. It is a $58 profit. Wash for Swarovski, guys. This is a gorgeous Tanzanite one. It is not sterling silver. There is that Swarovski swan on the clasp as well as the little dangle charm for Swarovski. 18-inch necklace, beautiful Tanzanite crystal there on it. Absolutely amazing and an incredibly fast sale. This is another fast sale over on Poshmark. This is her Undressed perfume spray. So they're now doing Ground Advantage. So that allows us to sell perfume over on Poshmark. Sold for $51. Payout was $40. I paid $5. $35 profit. I didn't know the name of this, but it was in a high dollar estate sale. It came from a $1 million house. Well, millions of dollars. Lake house. You can see it says made in France and Paris. And really, really great sale on this. And this one actually sold in about 2 weeks. Last for Posh before we move on to our 18 eBay sales. This is a set of rare Frank Lloyd Wright MoMA Mondrian on the Rocks glass from the Museum of Modern Art in New York. $70 sale, $58 payout. Got these in an online auction lot, paid about $10. So they are $48 profit. They only took about 3 months to sell. So not too bad. I love Frank Lloyd Wright pieces. And you can see here, they are clearly signed Frank Lloyd Wright. So you would be able to identify them as well as having the information on the bottom. So these are from 2014. They are not vintage glasses and they still sold very, very fast and sold for a really, really good profit as well. All right, starting on eBay was a very, very fast sale. These are vintage JB Sterling silver abstract design earrings. I did put Modernist Bruless MCM, $50 offer on these, and they sold in under a month. Very, very fast. I absolutely love these. You can see here they are clearly marked JB Sterling. They are about 1.25 inches, 5 grams. We do show the backs as well, and really, really great sale and fast moving for jewelry. Next up is another fast sale, and this one is not sterling silver. I want to make sure to point that out to you. This is a silver tone Southwest bolo tie, and it sold for full price of $59.99 in 2 months. I only paid $5 because it was not sterling. So this one is over a $43 profit. Very, very fast. I am very happy with that. I have done well with bolo ties, whether they are sterling or not. I still get a decent price. And I do have a video on bolo ties that is a research video that I will pop up top for you now. So definitely check that one out. Another full price fast sale. This is a Heron Hungary hand painted porcelain trinket box. And this one sold for $59.99 in under a month. Got this in an online estate auction. If you have not figured it out, that is my favorite place to buy. I do have a video on how to do it. I will pop that up top for you now if you haven't already checked that out. That came out quite a while ago. So this was under $5. It probably was closer to like $3, to be honest with you. So this one is over a $45 profit and under a month. So Heron is definitely a name you need to know. There is that Heron Hungary. You do want to watch for those cross swords. And there it is a little bit closer. This is a small trinket box, 2.5 inches tall and only about 3 inches wide. A very, very fast sale on this one. Very fast and full price. In under a week, this sterling silver J. King turquoise pendant, 70 bucks. I did pay up. I paid $15 for this one. So this one is going to be about a $40 profit. Fast though. So this is what you need to look for the J King pieces. They are marked with DTR, which is Desert Rose Trading. And I have done very well with the turquoise pieces. If you see, this is a very heavy pendant. It is 25 grams and sold very, very fast. Another very, very fast sale. This one sold in 2 days for a best offer of $68. I only paid $5 a piece for the vintage straight razors. So this one is about a $56 profit. And this is a double duck. There are a lot of different brands, so make sure you check them when you are looking up the straight razors. Take into account the condition. This one does have some rusting there on the top and still sold for $68. So don't think that condition issues are going to mean that something is not worth a good price. This gorgeous Fenton vase sold in 3 months for full price at $99.99. It is a French pink stained glass, and I did put that it had the Mackie sticker. Beautiful, beautiful piece. There you can see the hand painted by Maclay or Mackie. I think it was Mackie. I think I figured that out. I don't remember how. But absolutely beautiful piece and not too bad. I'm okay with 3 months for this piece to sell. Another decently fast sale, 3 months for these Harley Davidson Barlin Engineer size 8.5 motorcycle boots. These were from an online auction. I did pay $10, so these are a $40 profit in 3 months. Not too bad. I pick up Harley Davidson boots as long as they're in good condition. 8.5 for women is a really great size. So here you can see the photographs of them. They were overall in pretty good condition. They definitely were used, but still in great shape. Next up, this was a very fast sale. This one sold in under a week for full price, $99.99. It is a vintage elephant pendant, natural lapis lazuli, and 14 karat gold. I did put trunks up. Good luck. It's very small. 1 inch, $100 sale. I did pay up. I paid $30 for this, but it is still a $56 profit fast. And I actually have some of these in jade as well that have the 14 karat gold accents also, and hopefully those will sell fast as well. This Ivanka Trump large faux pearl starfish pendant sold for a best offer of $80 in a month. It was a slow sales day. I only paid $10, so it is a $56 profit. Pretty darn fast. A month I will take. You can see the Ivana there. It is 2.5 inches. So beautiful statement piece, 30 grams, so a little bit heavier, and a really, really great sale. Another full price sale on this one, and only 3 months. This is a gorgeous Baroque Pearl Star Sun heavy pendant sunflower, sold for $120. Let's see. I got this at the flea market. I went down to see the weight. So it was just shy of 40 grams, and I paid $1.60 a gram for this. So this one I handpicked off of a table at the flea market. And I will tell you here, I paid $64. It sold for that $120, making it about a $44 profit, but pretty fast. And it was so beautiful. I honestly just could not bring myself to leave it behind. You can see it's 2 inches, definitely a heavier piece. And since I was paying by the gram, I did have to pay up, but still a sale and a decent profit. This is one of those stories where it sells so fast, you wonder if you underpriced it. This is a rare vintage gold tone reindeer Christmas brooch by Marcel Boucher. I did put Reed because it had some pretty serious, to me, condition issues. This one was missing the red nose, and it was also missing 3 of 4 rhinestones. So I looked this up on WorthPoint, and the highest one that it sold for $150, but it was in perfect condition. However, it was over 5 years ago. So I priced it $150, and it sold in a couple of hours. So I'm like, did I underprice? I think I only saw 3 of these that were ever sold. So here you can see those missing rhinestones. There is the back. It is clearly marked Boucher. A beautiful, beautiful piece. So WorthPoint's a great tool. I do have a video on how to use it and how to figure out kind of if it's something that will be worth it for your business. For mine, it is for sure, because there were none of these listed or sold for over 5 years. So I definitely needed that reference point. Next up is one that took a long time, but I'm still very proud of this. This one took over a year to sell. It sold for a 50% off offer of $167, but I got it at the thrift store for $10. How incredible is that? So this one is $120 profit still. It actually sold once before. It was shipped back and we sold it again. It did take a little bit for it to sell again. It is starting to cool off. Here you can see the 100% camel hair and really great sale. I love finding stuff at thrift stores that bring over $100 profit. All right, we are up to our last 4. This is a Southwest inlaid side table. It did take over a year to sell, but it did sell for $162. And I got this for just a couple of dollars with a big lot. So this one's over $100 profit as well. Really neat. It did have some dings and some wear, but I still think this is a really neat table. I love selling little end tables like this. So you can see it's 26 inches tall, 24 inches across, and 24 by 20, it looks like. So not too big, and it was able to be shipped in a box. I love those smaller furniture pieces that can sell for good money like this one, but still be shipped fairly easily. Number 3 selling is this sterling silver amethyst daisy statement bracelet. I love this piece. Absolutely gorgeous. Sold for a best offer of $212. I paid $20 for this one. It is $130 profit. Took a year, but beautiful amethyst and sterling piece. I'm happy with the $212 after a year, and this one is one I definitely would pick up again. Number 2 is this vintage Mare Thompson sterling silver Navajo necklace. I was super proud of this one because I picked this up at the antique fair off of a table. I got it for $50. It sold for $415. So this one's about a $275 profit after fees. Beautiful Mare Thompson. If you're wondering how I knew, here you go. Very clearly signed Mare Thompson. It was a 20-inch necklace. Beautiful, beautiful piece. There are other Mare Thompsons that sold for more, as well as ones that sell for less. So I did have it at $600, but since I had had it over 3 months, I sent out a 30% off offer for that $415, and it sold. Up last is this Gucci Tian GG Supreme Tiger Print Backpack, original box. I did put dust bag and gift authentic. This one, I accepted a best offer of $1,400. Me and this person went back and forth and back and forth. And I'm like, look, I'm not going any lower than $1,400. That is my absolute rock bottom. And this I purchased in a big consignment store buyout. And I've had it for about 8 months. So my max discount was 30% off, which was $600, which was that $1,400, and I did not budge. They started at $900. They finally figured out I meant what I said. I wasn't going under that $1,400. They paid it. So this one will be shipped off to eBay to be authenticated first. I have no question that it will pass, and then it will move on to the buyer. So that consignment store buyout is already in the profit, making this one an $1,120 profit. How amazing is that? There is that Gucci made in Italy. There are those straps, the box, really, really nice brand. It looks brand new. I did put it pre-owned because I'm not trying to put that any Gucci is new. Here is the serial number, which you do want on a Gucci. and just a stunning piece. The box was nice as well. You can see we did show that there were rips to it. You want to make sure to show any flaws. We used every single picture that we could on this one, and an absolutely amazing sale. All right, my friends, that was everything. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I hope that these items gave you some new ideas of what to source or list in your eBay store to increase your average sales price. I really do appreciate you watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will see you on the next one.